So I wanted to do a quick video on how to get fonts to script together and look nice and be kind of all one piece or a couple pieces, just to where they look like they're professionally designed. I know a lot of people tell me, like, they'll send me just like a word and they'll say, hey, can you make this in this font? I have the font, but I can't get it to work in Design Space. So there are a couple fonts that legitimately don't work in Design Space because for some reason, Cricut has like a space in between every letter that you write. I don't know why, because I made this font up here by myself. I know that I set the spacing, and I know that if you use it in any other program, it lines up pretty much perfectly. I put it in here, and it has what would be one space, because I set the space super small between each of these. I don't know why Design Space does it. It would be great if they didn't, because then all of these fonts would just work for you. But until then, I wanted to show you just an easy way to get everything to script together and easily, because I've seen a few videos on how to do it, and I think they kind of take the long way around with it, so I'm going to show you how I do it. Might not be the right way, might not be the fastest way. So first, what I do is I get my words written out. Like I said, I designed this font right here. It's called Yule, and this font right down here is called Colleen. I didn't design it. It's just a pretty font. It works really well in Design Space. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to Layers, and you want to set everything to print. Now that's going to take that little line off of the edges, and it's just going to make everything really easy to work with, and you don't have to make it look like it's going to work, get it in your machine, cut it, and find out that you have like a big space in between two letters because you didn't notice with the little line. So that's really my biggest tip in this, is make sure that you have your cut lines off for this. Next, you're going to ungroup it. I'm going to just right click and select ungroup down here. You won't be able to see it on my screen, but there's actually an option to ungroup there too. So I've got all that done, and then the next thing I'm going to do is just the general zoom in. I can't seem to get it to find anything past 300, so 200 is about as far as I can go. And just get it placed. I think you can hold Control down and then move. Yeah, it'll lock in the y-axis, and, well, maybe. Hello. So if you click it and then hold down Control, you can actually slide it over, and it'll lock in that y-axis a little bit. It's still kind of moving on me. And as you can see, those two overlap, so that'll cut really nicely once we have it welded, and then just going to slide this one over. See, this one's not doing it now. And then get my end point. My end point's a little higher. Okay. Hello, come back. All right. So with that one, we're done for the most part of scripting it. It would cut in one big piece, minus like the little letters in the bulbs. For this one, I don't know if I'm going to leave the C by itself or not. I want to check this out first. And realize with these scripty fonts, you don't have to go straight. You can kind of offset a little bit because they have forgiveness to them a little bit. And it just makes it easier to work with, really, because then you get like a really good handwritten cursive look. And with fonts, with actual word fonts, you get a little more forgiveness because you can kind of push them into the next letter. The program is so slow. I need to switch to Chrome, but I haven't yet. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to see with it. So I have it how I want it. You might like it up or down a little bit. You might not like this little bit of difference in the L's. So you just put it however you want it. And then you're going to catch a hold of it. It's already grouped. We never did ungroup. Well, we did ungroup it, didn't we? So you want to highlight all of it. And then click Weld. And we're going to do the same thing on this Yule up here. I did two fonts because I wanted to show you a script font, but I also wanted to show you like a dingbat display font, because mine doesn't have as much forgiveness as the Colleen down here. So I'll do that, and then weld. And for the most part, you're done. You just want to turn your cut lines back on. And voila, when you go to cut it out, you'll get one big piece and you won't get the letters that look like they have big spaces in between them. And that's all I wanted to show you guys.